The Wilds is currently undergoing drastic changes. I am now confident that it's going to be changing into the Sea of Tribute, transforming the once gloomy, dark region into ancient islands of the past, showcasing one of the most hated places in the Sea of Thieves in a brand new light. And as new evidence has been uncovered, I think we can safely say that we'll be effectively getting the biggest map update we've ever gotten since the Devil's Roar. For those who don't know, let's quickly recap what's actually happening. Essentially, when Season 8 launched, patches of greenery appeared around the wilds. This was strange as the region is known for being dark, dingy, and gloomy. This would be used for a later adventure, the Rogue's Legacy, but we'll get into that in a second. These patches are on Old Faithful Isle, Mrawler's Arch, Kraken's Fall, and Crooked Masts. On these islands, there are 1 to 3 patches each of greenery that have a strange blue aura around them. That is what we're being faced with, which I did a video covering this when it came out, and originally the community burst into speculation about we're getting a new region for definite, which we didn't know for definite at the time, but I'm pretty sure we do now. Let's fast forward to the Rogue's Legacy and the Secret Wilds adventures. During the Rogue's Legacy, next to the patches of verdant growth on different Wilds islands were Dark Brethren journals from the 3 members, Amaranta, Duke, and Wanda, the Warsmith. This confirmed the Dark Brethren's involvement in the current arc, and the fact that they inflicted Tasha with the Skeleton Curse. Next up, we have the Secret Wild adventure, which gives us a bit more clarification on the actual Wilds and what is happening to it. During the final cutscene when we bring back Briggsy and we see the Dark Brethren in the Sea of the Damned, Wanda says,
"The Sea of the Damned has the power to manifest memories, like the Wilds, as it existed long ago."
For those who do not know, the Wilds used to be an ancient region. However, it was hit by a meteor storm. To confirm the lore on one of the face paints, commemorating the fall of comets that once wrought great havoc on the Wilds. Another one. This is the war paint of the sea-raiding tribes who once ruled the Wilds. And finally, said by the tribes of the Wilds to allow your soul to see down to your feet so you don't trip over. This year, we can kind of see is all about the Ancients. During the Orb Visions last year in December, they were virtually all Ancient related. The Heart of Fire novel that released last year in August, the whole thing has constant ancient references and sees the crew of the Morningstar visit ancient temples that we've never seen before, and eventually the Ancients' capital city in the Sea of the Damned. This temple is what has kept being mentioned in the Secret Wilds and the Orb's Visions. This temple is where Merrick Strom was originally found that allowed us to summon the Megalodon, and inside has a Megalodon itself. The temple has a terrific monster in it, to quote from the recent journal. However, this temple also has secrets and treasure, and the cure to the Skeleton Curse, which is what the Dark Brethren and we ultimately are currently after. I can't say what the final adventure in this arc is going to be, because truthfully I don't believe we are going to be exploring this temple. It is way too much work for a time limited adventure, and is the kind of thing that we should expect to see in future Tall Tales, so don't expect anything absolutely massive. Let's move back to the Wilds. To recap all of the points that point towards a region change, we have the region is completely ancient themed. It has so much lore in it, and even another point in the Heart of Fire novel from last year, there is actually a vault on Kraken's Fall as well that Flameheart and Eli Slate fight in. Knowing the Wilds was ancient related long ago, and in tangent with the assumption that this year is ancient related, not forgetting that in the Siren's Prize adventure last year, the High Priest actually said, when the time is right, we will return. I mean, we resurrected the warrior. Hello, where were they during the Return of the Damned adventure? We've literally got all of the ancients to see. We saw them in the Orb cinematics. It would only make sense, therefore, for the Wilds to turn back into its primitive state, to go back to it being an ancient region. Additionally, everyone hates the region. Rare know this, and so why keep a bland region that no one likes going to? For years people have complained about it, so why not make it different? Why not change it? And of course, one of the Warsmith does tease the change, saying, as I mentioned in the Secret Wilds adventure, the Sea of the Damned has the power to manifest memories like the Wilds as it existed long ago. Now, it's all well and good saying this, but how could they actually do this? Because they obviously need an excuse to do something as big as this, and Sea of Thieves don't tend to do radical things unless it's for a big event. But I've mentioned this in previous videos. We're coming up to the 5-year anniversary of Sea of Thieves. We're also coming up to Season 10 of Sea of Thieves that will be happening around the same time as the 5-year anniversary. We have E3 this year, which also is happening at the same time around as Season 10, the anniversary of Sea of Thieves. So they obviously are going to have to do something huge for this. Now, there are loads of theories out there, myself included have covered them, such as the whole Captain Hook stuff, Jack Sparrow coming back, but I feel that this is a really realistic possibility that they do this then. That maybe there is some sort of live event, maybe that's a bit pushing it, but imagine they come on stage at E3 2023. They have this big cinematic trailer like they did with A Pirate's Life, and it's showing the Wilds turning back into an ancient region. And then Season 10 is all about that. Maybe we get some new quest types, maybe we get some more tall tales, because I think it's pretty clear we are getting some of those at some point. You sort of get my point here. There are many ways that they could do it, and it's not that radical. If they do what they're doing with New Golden Sands and have it slowly grow back over time until we reach the climax of E3 or something, then it would work really well. If we have the region slowly becoming more verdant until a breaking point where we get the big update. As I say in my closing thoughts, I'm going to leave you with this image. It's an old image, and it's actually the achievement art for the Colourful Sails achievement on Xbox for Sea of Thieves. And it depicts Marauder's Arch, but not in the Wilds, as a vibrant region. There have been a lot of ideas that I've discussed on my channel in the past that I don't necessarily think are coming to the game, but it's just fun to speculate on, be it new ideas for updates such as the Hunter's Call or new trading companies and such. But this is one of them that I really do personally believe myself will be coming. I think it's extremely likely that the Wilds is going to be changing because of the overwhelming evidence that we have shown in this video. Let me know what you think of all this down in the comments below, because that does just about wrap up this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, then please do consider leaving a like. It really helps out the channel an absolute ton, and subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest Sea of Thieves news as and when it comes out. And while you're at it, why not hit the bell as well so you never miss a single upload. But anyways, apart from all that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.